Through my adult life, I've always been a type of person who has been into health and wellness and specifically nutrition. So when it came time for me and my husband to start a family and start trying to have kids, I didn't think that we'd have any issues. I thought everything would go as planned and I'd be pregnant instantly. It didn't end up happening that way, and we tried for several months, and as a nurse, I knew the body and how it worked, and I knew that something was off, something wasn't working, and I didn't know why, I wasn't getting pregnant. So I started to research a lot of things and started noticing that, maybe my cycle wasn't as normal as I had thought it was. And so I made an appointment with my OB/GYN, and when I went to her office, I had a list of questions and concerns, and I sat down with her, and she really didn't even want to hear any of my concerns. And as I went through my list, she gave me the same answer for all of them, that we just hadn't tried long enough and that we needed to try another year and then come talk to her. And so I asked her to do several blood tests, and she really wasn't into the idea, but I finally had convinced her to check my thyroid. And so she checked my thyroid, and I was right. There was something wrong. I was hypothyroid, and her words to me were that we would fix that, and things should happen. So she referred me to my general medical practitioner, and kind of washed her hands of me, didn't want to hear any of my other concerns. So I was frustrated, but I knew that there was a problem. At least I had an answer, and it needed to be fixed. I knew that as a nurse, the only option to fix your thyroid, I thought, was to go on Synthroid, and I really didn't want to go on any long-term medications. I believed in health and wellness and nutrition, and I felt like there was another way. So a lady from church actually recommended a health and wellness center, and was telling me about this doctor who uses nutrition and supplementation to fix a lot of chronic illness and problems that people have. So through further research, I looked into the clinic and decided that I wanted to check it out at least, and try something other than medication first. I had never been to a wellness clinic before, so walking in, I had no clue what to expect. I sat down and I had to fill out a long health history, and he wanted to know every single detail, any minor aches or pains or anything that I was feeling at that time. And so I went into his office, and he was calm. He listened to all of my questions, and he was able to give me some answers right away, and also was willing to try different things and figure out exactly what was causing the problems that I was having. And he ended the appointment with, "Let's get you pregnant." And at least he listened to me, he listened to all my questions, and he gave me hope again. He made me feel like this was somebody who wanted to help me just as much as I wanted to help myself, and he was going to use natural methods, which I really believe in. So initially, he performed a lot of tests to try to figure out if I was having any sensitivities or reactions to any foods that I was eating, and he also helped me eliminate some of those foods, and gave me counseling as to what foods I needed to take out of my diet and which ones I needed to incorporate. And then he also put me on a thyroid supplement, a hormone supplement, and it was a few months of balancing the different therapies and trying to figure out what worked best for my body. So I continued with his therapy for several months, and I was feeling a lot better. I had more energy, my skin cleared up, my cycle became more regular, but I still wasn't pregnant. And you know, that was my main goal, is I wanted to have a baby, and it wasn't happening. So I lost faith a little bit, and I decided to make an appointment with a fertility specialist and meet with him to see what he had to say about what was going on. So that's what we did. Me and my husband, we sat down with a fertility specialist, and I brought all of my supplements with, and he took one look at all my supplements and the ingredients, and one by one he threw them to the side and said, "You're coming off of all of these, and I'm putting you back on Synthroid for my thyroid." And you know, he did take the time, he did listen to us, but me and my husband, we again left that doctor's office just feeling like we weren't exactly listened to, and that what mattered most to me, health and wellness, didn't matter the most to him. And so we took some time, we took another week to think about what we wanted to do. When you're making any big decisions, a lot of things come into play. What you want, your lifestyle, and finances too. Finances were a big part of things. With conventional medicine, a lot of things are covered under insurance, and the medications I'd have to take wouldn't have cost me very much per month to take with using conventional medicine. And doing the health and wellness route, it was more expensive, and so it was definitely a big part of our decision. And it was a hard decision, but after talking about it with my husband, we decided that we were going to try a few more months with the Health and Wellness Center and see where it brought us. We continued with the therapy, and it was challenging, and I did lose hope at times, but I'm so thankful that I continued with the program, because about 2 months later, we did get pregnant, and right now I am 5 months pregnant. So I truly believe in health and wellness and changing your nutrition and doing things the natural way, and it worked out for me. What I like most about Dr. Berglund's office is just the positive energy I felt when I came in. Part of that is Christy. She's extremely friendly, makes you feel welcome instantly. And that same energy is followed in Dr. Berglund's office. He is so caring and funny, and he listens to you. That's the biggest part, is he actually listens to how you're feeling and the things that you want to change, and he tries his hardest to work towards the same goals that you have. At one appointment in particular, I had at that point been seeing Dr. Berglund for several months, and I still wasn't pregnant, and I was starting to lose hope. So I told him that me and my husband were starting to contemplate stopping the health and wellness treatment and to possibly look into a fertility specialist. And Dr. Berglund told me that he was going to support me either way, and that his goals were the same as my goals, and that he wanted to get me pregnant. But he also took the time to counsel me and tell me that, you know, no good decision is made under fear, and that both me and my husband, we needed to feel comfortable with the treatment that we were choosing, and whatever decision we made, we had to feel at peace at, and he was going to support us either way.